This weekend, India is set to play host to lawyers, law firms, judges, and legislators from across the world as the Bar Council of India hosts the first ever International Lawyers Conference. I'm speaking to Senior Advocate Manan Mishra, the Chairman of the Bar Council. Sir, a lot of topics are set to be discussed, but what are the key points that you hope will come out from this conference?
No, see, we have selected the different topics. 10 technical sessions are going to be held. And the topics of international importance, the topics relating to the international laws, we have selected. Though a few subjects are there with regard to the criminal laws and also that. But from the point of view that the lawyers, the bar, members of the bar, representatives, the judges from the different jurisdictions, they are going to participate. We have selected the topics, and certainly after this conference, I think that result will be very good. And the lawyers and law firms of our country, they are going to be benefited.
So one point that you raised right now in the press conference was that was with regard to the entry of foreign law firms into India and hopefully entry of Indian firms and lawyers practicing in other countries. What kind of a discussion are we hoping for in this conference?
No, we framed a rule and that was published in the month of March. Thereafter, there were certain objections from our law firms. They self-made a representation to us. We said that we will examine, and then we were in London in the month of June, and we had invited the international law firms there also, the Law Society of England Wales, Bar Council of England Wales, and certain US firms were also there. And there was long discussions with regard to. They all gladly accepted. They were very happy. You see, the regulation says that unless the reciprocity is there, unless our lawyers, our law firms are allowed to establish there or to practice whatever limited jurisdiction we have allowed, they also allow to that extent. We are not going to allow any law firm or any lawyer to come here or to establish.
So are we seeing any movement in that regard? Has any country allowed Indian lawyers to practice in their countries? Or is that something that we can expect in the next few months?
Yes, certainly. Unless they allow, we cannot allow. UK, we examined the regulations and the laws very carefully. And we found that several Indian law firms and our lawyers have established there. The very good law firms, they all came to meet us and they were very glad. But even then, before registering any law firm, any foreign law firms, we will carefully examine. We have involved in, as per our regulation, we have involved the External Affairs Ministry, the Law Ministry, Home Ministry. Unless we are 100% sure that our lawyers are not subjected to any sort of discrimination by them, we are not going to allow them. So only a few countries, up till now we know, UK, there is no problem. Australia also, we find that there will be no problem. Certain European countries, there is no problem. With regard to US, the laws are different, that differ from state to state. Some of the states it's liberal, some of the states it's very difficult. Therefore, we will examine it, and with the help of the government, we will allow or disallow.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mishra, for speaking to India today. So clearly, the movement towards opening up India as a market for law firms and opening up the world for Indian lawyers is underway. These deliberations at this conference will also play a very vital role. And with the Prime Minister, the Law Minister and the Chief Justice as guests of honor, it will be crucial to see what kind of outcomes come from this conference on 23rd and 24th of September. In New Delhi, this is Aneesha Mathur for India Today.